Hello, I am Deb Van Duzen. I am one of the certified health coaches here with Disruptive Nutrition, and I am so excited to come to you live today to share a little bit about a blog that I wrote. Now, normally you hear from Carrie about her blogs, and I am a guest blogger, and I'm really excited about that because I wrote about the science behind PFC every 3. So you might have heard a little bit about our approach, which we call PFC every 3, because, and we call it that because we eat a complete protein, a healthy fat, and a good carb in the right combination every 3 hours. And it helps us to fuel our bodies. But there is a reason why this approach is the only true way to long-term weight loss, and that is because of the science behind it, which is blood sugar stabilization. And that's the topic of my blog. So when I started on this journey, I wanted to, because I found it absolutely fascinating. And the more I read and the more I learned and the more I talked about it during a free seminar that we offer on that's actually separate from our free Facebook group page. It's a seminar that we offer, and we offer it every so often, and it's called the 5 Days to Wellness Seminar. And the more I talk to people in the 5 Days to Wellness Seminar about the science behind it, I really wanted to explain it more to a wider audience, and that's why I wrote the blog. I'm an educator, and one of the things for me about working with disruptive nutrition is making sure that I'm helping people to understand why what we've been doing to our bodies for so long through dieting doesn't actually work. And it wasn't until I started to do my own research and learned a lot more about PFC every 3 that I started to understand why blood sugar stabilization does work and is not only helpful in healthy weight loss, but also has a host of other long-term benefits. And if you followed Carrie, you know what those long-term benefits are. And if not, you definitely want to check us out on the Diet Disruptor Squad, which is our free page. Your body's goal, just in case you didn't know, because I didn't know this before, but your body's goal is to balance its blood sugar. That's its goal. When we eat, your body immediately starts to the process of converting carbohydrates into energy in the form of glucose. Then your body begins secreting insulin from your pancreas. The trigger of insulin will do one of 2 things. It will either start the process of helping your body absorb the glucose, which is important for our energy, for our cells, or the second option is that it can actually make the glucose store for future use in the form of, you guessed it, body fat. The amount of glucose in your bloodstream changes throughout the day based on what you eat. Now, I didn't know this before. This was something that I just didn't think about. And many of you might struggle with sugar, or you might struggle with cravings. Well, those cravings are caused by the blood sugar roller coaster. You ride the blood sugar roller coaster when your blood sugar spikes and when it drops. I am a former blood sugar roller coaster rider. I used to ride it on a daily basis, and it had to do with what I ate. And it always had to do with how I started my day. Now, in the morning, I would eat a bowl of oatmeal with blueberries, which might seem like a healthy breakfast, and it is a healthy breakfast, but it's nothing but carbohydrates. So what I was actually causing my body to do was to spike my blood sugar. And then that was setting me up for cravings throughout the day, which contributed to my brain fog and lack of energy. And I would also do the same thing when, I will admit it, I wouldn't eat breakfast. And I would wait until I was at the point of being about ready to pass out and then suddenly eat. But what was it that my body craved? My body craved carbs, because the fastest way to get sugar into your bloodstream is through carbohydrates. That would, of course, cause my blood sugar dropped, and then my blood sugar would spike again. And so I was constantly on this blood sugar roller coaster, up and down all day. And I was riding the peaks and valleys. And when you do that, you're actually causing your body to store fat. So I didn't realize that what I was doing and the way I was eating was causing my body to store fat. Now, when you balance your blood sugar through what you eat by eating a good carb, a complete protein, and a fat together, you work towards blood sugar stabilization. When you have stable blood sugar, it also means that you have balanced hormones. Now, you have two hormones that are associated with your digestion, and those are glucagon and insulin. Now, most of us are constantly have the insulin pumping through our body, and for many people, we've actually become insulin resistant. Glucagon is the hormone that we want hanging around because it's the one that helps us feel stable and energetic and focused. And best of all, it's our fat burning hormone. The other hormone is insulin, and that is your fat storing hormone. What we eat plays a huge factor in our hormonal balance. When we eat carbs in combinations with protein, we stabilize our blood sugar and balance our hormones. Stable blood sugar is not only leads to permanent weight loss, but it also leads to long-term health benefits and helps you feel energetic, helps boost your mood, and supports better sleep. And who doesn't want that? Now, I'm not going to give everything away, but check out my new blog that is on blood sugar stabilization. And if you're interested in learning more, definitely check us out on our free Facebook group, Diet Disruptor Squad. And if you're interested in joining the 5 Days to Wellness seminar, we actually have one starting on Monday, and we would love to have you learn more about our approach. Have a happy Tuesday.